Well, hello friends, and HelloFresh. This is a surprise package. I was not able to order from HelloFresh because I live in Alaska. And then, I emailed them and we went back and forth and they said, nope, we can't ship it to you. And then this showed up at my doorstep. So we get a real treat. I get to try HelloFresh. I just did a $700 Costco shop. Most of that stuff is for our trip to the cabin in about 4 days. So now we get to eat HelloFresh until we leave, and it's really exciting because I've always wanted to try one of these subscriptions, but haven't been able to. So I'm not sure what came, but it looks like it might be sweet shrimp and cilantro rice bowls, 1 pot chicken sausage and bean soup, Hong Kong style baked pork chops and rice, and then I saw in the box miso ginger pork ramen stir fry. Is this gonna feed my whole family? I have no idea. They do have some nice little ice packs in here that are still quite cold and frozen, which is amazing because this came all the way from New Jersey. We're gonna just get this all put in my parents' fridge because they have a very clean and empty fridge at the moment, and then we're gonna eat through this stuff. Could just let my parents use these, but then I wouldn't be able to film it. Okay, let's see. 1 pot chicken and sausage. Oh, okay. Actually, this is for 6 people. Each of these bags is for 2 people. So you do it 3 times, you get enough for 6 people. So we actually have enough for our family. Awesome, okay. Sorry, Grandma and Grandpa, we're gonna take up your fridge for a day. I'm excited to try these. I'm probably the last person in the world to try a meal delivery service because of where we live, but this should be fun. I'll bring you along. Even got a little clove of garlic in there for us. Okay, this one just had gotten a little bit wet, so. Wow, I can see how this could save so much time for shopping, gathering ingredients, and then things not going to waste. My other option, if Grandma and Grandpa's fridge was not available, was I needed to turn on the RV fridge, plug in the RV, and put all this in the RV fridge. So I might have to do that if Grandma and Grandpa come home with groceries and need their space back. Ooh, these are fun. I'm excited. If you're in a cooking slump, something like this could just be so nice and helpful to just take that decision fatigue. Okay, I think I got everything. Well, like I said, there must have been some sort of glitch in the system. These do not usually get shipped to Alaska, but I'm gonna take full advantage of this and have some fun meals over the next few days. I'm just excited to try this. And now we have like 5 really nice, reusable freezer, like really big, nice ice packs. Wow, this one is still like really frozen. It'd be great to put in the cooler when we travel. That way it doesn't melt and get everything all wet. All right, I'll see you when it's dinner time. Okay, we're gonna do meal number 1. Close the cabinets. I know that bothers some of you. I try my best. Okay, so it says that you're supposed to have salt, pepper, oil, sugar, and butter on hand. That might be not included in your kit. We are gonna start with sweet shrimp and cilantro rice bowls. Instructions are here. Step 1, we need to cook the rice. 3/4 of a cup. Here's what we got. This is a meal for 2 people times 3. I think a corn and a tomato is still downstairs, but here we go. Here's all our ingredients, including the 3 bags of shrimp. You may see Mark behind me doing salmon. It's just because it's fresh. You got to eat at least 1 fillet of fresh salmon when you get it home. So we need 3 3/4 cups of water and a pinch of salt. This is the culprit. I was wondering why everything got liquid on it. It was this pineapple juice got popped, and this one too. So glad we're using this one first. Mystery solved. Okay, Sometimes I feel like I get in a rut and make the same recipes over and over and over again. So this is giving me ideas of things that I could try in the future. Something I do regularly. I just buy the already chopped garlic. I eat.
Fresh salmon.
Okay, Bennett is draining the orange juice into that bowl. And then we got this because 2 of ours drained, and then he drank the 3rd one because I thought we were draining them. I didn't realize that was our marinade. So we're adding some of our own pineapple.
These literally never open without squirting. How much? Realized another.
Ooh, that one made my eyes water. Adding this to our marinade. Okay, here's the thing. I'm learning here real quick. Read all the instructions first because I'm doing things way out of order. Peel and mince garlic, drain pineapple oranges over a large bowl, reserve juice. Roughly chop pineapple and orange slices, peel and finely chop half the shallot whole. Save remaining for another use. Rinse shrimp and pat dry. Bennett is rinsing the shrimp. There's honey, half the garlic. I put in all the garlic. See, I'm just not. Okay. We need 2 teaspoons, which we actually need 6 teaspoons because we're doing a triple recipe. A tablespoon is 3.
I can feel the shrimp getting into my cup.
Okay, 1 little packet was almost enough. These would be good to just kind of take to the cabin, little fajitas packets, because we don't have to use it all. Ooh, this honey it was cold, so it is hard.
Honey?
Give it a little bit of a
Is that honey, like real
little honey packet. Delicately sweet. You just gotta warm it up a little bit. Okay, so we're making a salsa with the fruit and the corn. And then we're gonna cook the corn. Gotta taste test the honey. All right.
Just all right.
Well, it's good. This is our shrimp marinade, I think. I'm having a hard time quite understanding, but okay.
Could you not do that?
This marinade smells really good.
Oh.
The rice is done. I think this is gonna cook up real fast.
Yeah.
I just have to make
I'm gonna make the salsa.
the salsa.
So why did you not put any of this in?
Well, it said it gave you more than you needed.
It gave you a lot more than you needed.
Okay. Now Bennett is working on the salsa.
Didn't it say cut it up?
Yep. And this, and this, and these.
They didn't give me bowls to put stuff in.
Get some oil. You're making the salsa, so you need shallot, chopped pineapple, chopped orange, corn, tomatoes. I would just do like one of these things of tomatoes because we have some non-tomato eaters. Half the cilantro, a drizzle of oil, salt and pepper, and then lime juice. Okay, we've kind of browned the corn. Now we're supposed to take that out and let it cool off so it can be added to the salsa. Okay.
What?
Adding the corn.
Oh, you got a new one?
Almost done.
Yummy? Yeah, we should just set up that tent.
Double dip here by having this nice meal. Well, friends, our first HelloFresh meal was a huge success. Granted, we did have some salmon, but we fed 9 people. It was fantastic. I will be making something similar to that again, for sure. The marinade on the shrimp was amazing. The salsa was everybody loved it. Like we could have had double the amount because everybody loved it so much. And it just tasted really, really fresh. That's what everybody kept saying was, wow, this tastes really, really fresh. So they did a good job on that. We'll definitely be recreating that in the future. So we'll bring you along for another meal tomorrow. Then it made some monkey bread. And it made the whole house smell amazing.
Whoa. Okay, I got it.
Put it back on here because it's
I don't want it. It's all that.
Here, you want me to do it on the other side?
Yeah. Wait, Dad. That's juicy.
Whoa.
It's like crumbling.
Oh, you gotta.
Everything.
Did it not cook on the bottom as much, or?
No, it did. It just.
Okay.
That's cream. I'm moving this out of the middle.
Bennett, thanks.
It's like a cinnamon roll, like a humongous cinnamon roll.
It is.
Wow.
Is it good?
Better than the cinnamon roll.
Hey, Grandma.
Because it's like
It's like the inside of a cinnamon roll.
it's like the middle circle of a cinnamon roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what's happening.
Wow.
A little doughy.
Whoever sent us this 3 dough 60 recipes book,
Gee.
this is from that and it's amazing. Hello friends, day 2 of using HelloFresh. Mark and I, we had to run a ton of errands this morning and then we got home and we were working a little bit and he's like, oh man, we got to figure out something for dinner. And I was like, no, we don't. We got a 1-pot chicken sausage and bean soup to cook up from HelloFresh. Very convenient. I'm gonna get all the ingredients out and I'll show you what we got. Just a quick reminder, each of these is for 2 people. So they sent us 3 of each. So we would have enough for 6 people. Okay, here's what we're working with. Chicken stock, 3 carrots, 3 bags of kale, cream sauce, 3 little packets of cornstarch, 3 lemons, 3 packages of chicken sausage, sweet Italian chicken sausage, and 3 cans of beans. Let's get cooking. Trim, peel half carrots lengthwise, thinly slice, remove, discard any large stems from kale, chop into bite-sized pieces, drain and rinse beans, and quarter the lemons. Let's do the prep. Got it, or? It said we needed to cut the kale, but the kale is in these teeny tiny pieces, so I'm not gonna bother doing that at all. I love kale in soup. I find it hard to eat otherwise, but I love it in a soup. Adding some oil to the pot. Gotta get a little bit warm. Okay, I just broke up the sausage. It's not quite cooked yet, but we're gonna add the carrots and the kale, I believe, so they can start cooking. Kale and salt. 1 bag, 2 bags. We have kale growing in the garden and it's coming up really good, so I can recreate a soup like this later. That's a big pile of kale. Gotta get it down in there. It said that the kale should begin to wilt in about 3 to 4 minutes, so that's what we're counting on. I first got this Pampered Chef can opener. Someone sent it to us. I was like, I don't know about that, but once you like kind of figure out how to use it, it makes it so that you cut the can. Oopsies, I must not have gone far enough. It makes it so that you cut the can and it's not sharp. Like, it's not sharp on top. Pretty amazing. And it has this little grabber that you grab it off with. The kale has cooked down to a much more manageable amount. This looks like it's gonna be quite a substantial pot of soup. Like, we have a lot more to add and the pot is nice and full already, so that's good. Okay, it says cornstarch with 1 tablespoon water. Cold water is what I always use. I put it in this jar because I just had it laying here, and then that way we can shake it up and get all the clumps out. Okay. Stir stock concentrate, cornstarch mixture, half the beans, and 1.5 cups water. into the pot of sausage and beans using the back of a wooden spoon or spatula. Partially mash the beans in the pot. Okay, we got our good slurry here. And we got our chicken stock in these little things. I'm wondering how much chicken stock you, because we're just gonna put all the chicken stock in. So this chicken stock's kind of like a paste. Blue zipper bags for this trip. They work pretty good. They're just kind of plasticky until we can get you a new one. Half the beans, cornstarch. So we need 4.5 cups water. Okay, so now we just need to get it to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer and cover it and let it thicken for a little bit. Final couple ingredients. We've got this cream sauce. Gonna add the rest of the beans.
One thing I see, Mom is him just being open.
Rest of the beans. Then it says to add lemon. Yummy. It's got a different taste when you add that lemon.
Not good. And that's why I think added soup and stuff.
Time, it's just Zuppa Toscana.
Yum, yum.
Okay, everybody got all the soup they wanted. I feel like this is a very hearty soup. Bennett was looking for the endless breadsticks because this does remind us of Zuppa Toscana from Olive Garden. But we still got at least 2 servings left, which would be great leftovers, but I'm gonna go see if Grandma and Grandpa want any. Third meal from HelloFresh is miso ginger pork ramen stir fry. This one didn't come with the paper, but I just went and Googled miso ginger pork ramen stir fry, HelloFresh, and I was able to print off the meal card with all the instruction. Whoa! All the instructions. So we are good to go. I did accidentally put it in some water and it got all messed up, but I think I can still do it. Bring medium large pot of salted water to a boil. Wash and dry produce, half core thinly sliced bell pepper, trim scallions, separate whites from greens, peel and finely chop garlic. So we prep, then we make the sauce and start the stir fry. Then we do the pork, then we add the bok choy and cabbage, yum. Then we cook noodles and finish the stir fry. Okay, I'm gonna go get the ingredients and I'll show you what we got for this meal. Each bag we have green onions. Okay, here are the ingredients that we have for this meal. Feels like a lot of stuff, so I'm excited to see it come together. Soy sauce, ramen pork flavor stock concentrate. This is a ginger paste, seasoned rice wine vinegar, some garnishing peanuts, miso stock concentrate, garlic. These 3 bags here are cabbage and says coleslaw mix. It said it was cabbage and bok choy. I do have some bok choy growing in the garden. That would be good to add as well. But green onions, 3 packages of ground pork, and 3 packages of noodles. I think this is gonna feed my family quite nicely. Water's on the stove to get to a boil. Okay, we're gonna make the sauce. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 packages of ramen pork flavor stock concentrate. Miso sauce, pork ramen stock. Now we got 6 of these miso stocks. We need miso sauce concentrate, pork ramen concentrate, vinegar. We need the vinegar ones.
Okay. I'll strip.
We don't lose them. Okay, Everett's adding the vinegar, rice vinegar.
Seasoned rice vinegar.
It's never been like dry.
Okay, we're gonna heat up some oil and start cooking our peppers. I thought that I had a bigger pot. Where is it? We gotta switch it. I knew I had a bigger pan, I couldn't find it, and I just finally found it. So we're going for bigger. I hate to dirty a second pan, but I felt like we just were gonna run out of room over there.
Smells good.
Okay, we're adding in the ground pork. We're also adding the white parts of the onion. Did it say that the garlic yet? I don't remember. Let me see. Ooh, that smells good. I'm gonna break up the noodles and cook them. These noodles feel so fresh.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is ginger paste. It has such a good smell to it.
Smell it? Ah, sushi.
Who do we have?
There's so many of them.
Oh,
Okay, we're adding the sauce to the pork. A lot of sauce. It's gonna be yummy. And it says to cook for 3 to 6 minutes before adding in the cabbage and bok choy. And Hunter is draining the noodles. Time to add the cabbage. That has so many veggies in it. Okay, we're supposed to turn off the heat and add 2 tablespoons of butter per serving, and we have 3 servings, so 6 tablespoons of butter. That seems very decadent, but we're gonna trust the process. Right now is when we probably were supposed to start the noodles. We got a little bit ahead of ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That's what I thought. So I did not go far enough.
With the onions, or is it?
That's a garnish, the green onions. I realized we were supposed to stir the butter in, so I'm stirring it in so it can melt. You're supposed to have it ready right at... Our noodles got a little bit sticky while they were waiting.
I think our
Well, we should have done better with the
my armpits are so itchy.
noodles, but...
They don't
Okay, using a fork. This will help them kind of break up. All right, we got green onions and peanuts to garnish it with. This looks delicious. And it's a huge amount. Hello friends, it is time to cook our 4th and final meal from HelloFresh. I know it's supposed to be used fresh, but I went through these bags. We had to leave. Remember, this box came as a surprise, so we had to leave. And so I went through it and took out anything that needed to come out, which the only thing was green onions. And so we took those with us on our trip and used them. And so I'm just gonna get some green onions out of the garden. Froze the pork chops, got those out a little while ago to start thawing. So I'm gonna pour out all the supplies and show you what we got for Hong Kong style baked pork chop rice. Which I think the baked pork chop part is a little bit misleading because the recipe just has you broil the pork chops. You pretty much just cook them on the stove. So not really a baked pork chop in my opinion. It's more of a stovetop pork chop, but we'll see how it goes. Getting everything out. I have to say, that last recipe we did, I don't know if I came back on that noodle dish, was fantastic. Really enjoyed that. Okay, lay this out and then I'll show you what I got. We've got 3 sets of pork chops. Each of these have 2 in them. Sweet soy glaze, cornstarch up there, 3 things of tomato paste, some garlic powder, 5 spice, some little ketchups, mozzarella cheese, 4 onions, and our jasmine rice. So we're gonna start with the rice. I misplaced the paper that gives you all the instructions. So I just pulled it up online. They have everything online just like they would send you on the paper. I'm sure I put it somewhere really safe for when I came back and I can't find it. So we're just going offline. This one only has a 3.4 star reviews. So we'll see how we like it. All the other ones have been fantastic. Remember, I didn't really think I was gonna get this box. I was just playing around with it. So I did not put much time into the recipes that I chose, but they had so many options. It was a lot to choose from. So you can kind of pick and choose what kind of things you like. You know, I kind of went more with like pork and chicken things because we eat a lot of moose and fish. So I guess we did the shrimp. That was amazing. I'm still dreaming about that salsa we made with that. I'm gonna have to make that again. Had to get this dinner in today because Mark and the 3 older boys are going away for a young men's camp this week. And so if I don't cook it now, I won't have enough people to share it with. Add a little bit of salt. Now we're gonna get it going. Bring to a boil, cover. Yeah, we know how to do rice. Okay, let's go to the garden, get some chives. It calls for scallions or green onions, but we got chives growing, so we're gonna get those. Here's our beautiful garden. Things are coming in real nice. These little bok choy started to seed while we were gone, so we gotta harvest the last of those. Got lots of lettuce we can start eating this week. Some weeds we gotta pick. Anyways, let's stay focused. I wish we could just kind of use the tops of these. I don't know if they're edible or not. I think they are, but we want them to keep growing. So we're just gonna go over here and get some chives. It's kind of a big bowl for chives.
Whoa.
Okay, got chives and picked the rest of the bok choy. We ended up eating a bunch of bok choy earlier today in some soup. So I just decided to pick the rest since it had gone to seed. Next up we are slicing up these onions. They're so little. Huh? I never buy onions this small.
Probably the apples right here.
Because they got, the bananas had gone bad and they got all juiced on. So I washed them. Kind of thinking of cutting them up and freeze drying them because with some cinnamon, because nobody seems to like that type of apple. A little bit too soft. Okay, we're supposed to pound these pork chops so that they're like 1/4 of an inch thick, but I can't imagine they're that much, they're not much thicker than that. Yeah, you just gotta get under it. Get under it and it'll blow back up. I ended up getting this air tent at a thrift store for $6. The fan makes it blow up. She loves it. It's been a big hit. I'm making dinner, sweetie. Okay, trying to pound all 6 at a time was way too ambitious, so we're going for 1 at a time. Sorry, 2 at a time. There's 2 under here. So season all over with 5-spice powder, salt and pepper, and then put cornstarch. 5-spice is definitely a unique flavor. So hopefully the family likes it. We have had it before, but it's been a while since we've had a recipe with 5-spice. Probably should have put it on both sides, but. And then coat seasoned pork chop all over with cornstarch, both sides I'm guessing.
Thing that I don't need them.
Oop, I hear our oil sizzling. Do you want to get those 2 out of the microwave? Trying to defrost them a little bit. Oh, they did start to cook. Must have put them in for too long. Okay, how long are we cooking these? 2 to 3 minutes per side. This is gonna sizzle. Really good and crispy on the. Nice. I forgot to put the fan on it first, and then Hunter's like, Mom, you're gonna want that on. I'm like, oh yeah, it was a little bit too late though. Okay, now we're gonna take these out and let them rest. It's set on a plate with a paper towel. Do up the next step. Pepper, cornstarch. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. The pork chop is almost done. I think today's recipe needs a vegetable, so I'm going to cook up some frozen broccoli. That way we'll have some broccoli on the side. Getting the broccoli on, and then we're going to make our sauce. While the onions are cooking down, I'm going to open all my packets. I find that that's kind of helpful when you get cooking. You don't want to be stopping to get these all open. To the onions, we're adding tomato paste ×3. Careful. Garlic powder. Ketchup. And sweet soy glaze. Final ingredient for the sauce is 1.5 cups of water, and then we're gonna let this thicken up. I do have to say, I appreciate that this is like an actual recipe. It's not like open a jar and put it over some noodles or over some rice. Like, you're adding actual ingredients, learning how to cook. It's just all pre-packaged and pre-measured for you, so you're not having a lot of waste. You know, if you buy a big bottle of soy glaze and then you're never gonna use it again. I do appreciate that it's not just it's actually a good recipe of something that you would maybe want to try and recreate and make again. Okay, our sauce has thickened. It says to salt and pepper. I'm at the end of my salt. I gotta refill this. I'm choosing to do this a little different. It says to lay the rice down, put the pork chops, and then the sauce. I'm just gonna keep the rice separate, just in case somebody doesn't like this sauce, like Violet. So we got the pork chops, and these are just gonna get broiled with all the sauce and cheese on top. Okay, sauce going on. A lot of sauce. Smells really good. Everett taste tested it and approved of the sauce. Smothered pork chops.
Is the plates meal, Mom?
While the pork chops broil, I've got some frosting here. We have a birthday this week while the boys are gone. Everett will be having his birthday, so we're gonna have a little cake with our dinner tonight to celebrate him. I need Hunter and Weston too. I don't know where they are.
have those apples I made?
Okay, finishing touches, some chives from the garden. I just love that this is something different that we've never tried. And it smells great. We'll see how everyone likes it.
You catch the fish, Dad.
Catch this fish?
So that's the brown fish.
I've caught a lot of fish, but this is something.
They were marathon was super brutal. They had 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Happy birthday, dear Everett.
Big 9! Happy birthday to you.
So, what's your opinion on the HelloFresh meals overall and today's meal?
Overall, it's been awesome because we've got to try some stuff that's definitely outside of our normal flavor palette. I really, really like them. Today, and the other thing is it makes you start thinking about how I could use this kind of stuff with the stuff that we're already cooking. For example, today we had these pork 5-spice meal, and I was like, well, we could totally use this, use some halibut, do something similar. So yeah, it's great. It was fun to try something different and kind of spice up our
Dinner menu.
Our dinner menu, yeah. Because sometimes, you know, you get the old rotation of
Yep, tacos, spaghetti,
whatever,
halibut.
steak and potatoes and
Yeah.
meatloaf and whatever else. So
Yeah, I appreciated that they were
Yeah.
actual like meals, you know, with ingredients and
yeah, and they're real food.
yeah,
I mean, it's vegetables, it's protein, and it's, you know, it's not a bunch of pre-made stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, it's nice.
This one was a hit for most people. Even those that didn't love it still finished their whole plate. So it just was a little bit more of an unfamiliar flavor, that 5-spice, but I really enjoyed it. I thought the sauce was excellent. It definitely needed the broccoli on the side. So you got to think about side dishes and desserts. You know, that's not all coming with it. But I really was pleasantly surprised with the HelloFresh kit. I thought it was really well done. The other thing that we discovered with these HelloFresh meals is that I just always buy whatever rice I find at Costco. This jasmine rice is good. Everybody really liked it. I don't know if it's that different, but I'll be buying jasmine rice next time. Good. My mom came up to have some birthday cake with us, and they ended up eating 1 or 2 of the meals with us. I think once they came up and once we took them down all the leftovers, and she's totally convinced that this is something that she's gonna try. I unfortunately will not be able to continue doing it ever because unless they start shipping to Alaska, which, you know, sometimes it just takes companies a while to figure out the logistics of shipping to Alaska. It's so far up here, and so it is cost prohibitive, but we understand it. We're used to that. But when my mom goes back down to Mesa, this could be a great resource for her because she finds that cooking for 2 people can be kind of difficult. You buy too many things and then things go bad in the refrigerator before you can use them up. So just having everything pre-portioned and stuff can be really, really nice. I'm gonna get the kitchen cleaned up. And we're gonna call that a wrap on the HelloFresh kits. I'm a little sad that I can't order it again, but I think what I'll do is I'll go through some of their recipes online and just see if I can recreate them myself, because I found that we liked them all and they just gave me like an enthusiasm for like trying some new recipes again, because like Mark and I were saying, you kind of get stuck in a rut. So this got me out of my cooking rut. I was having a little bit of a hard time after getting home from the road trip, like wanting to come up with dinner ideas and things like that. So hopefully I can spin off of this and try some new recipes. We're so grateful for each and every one of you that spend time with us. Tell us down in the comments if you've tried HelloFresh. I really feel like I'm probably the last person on the planet to have tried it because we live in Alaska, but this was such a fun experience because I never expected for it to actually come. We love you guys. We'll see you again real soon for more of This Alaska Life.